Okay, I think we're live. Praise AHAYAH. Okay, first and foremost, I have to give all glory and praise to AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya Wakwadash Wawak. This is Sister Chaanah, and this is the beginner Hebrew class. Okay, and hold on, let me just hold on 1 second. Okay, so this is the beginner Hebrew class, and I want to talk about it because it's very important. The reason why I'm starting to do these classes is because I think it's very important. It's imperative that we learn our Hebrew language. Praise the Most High. As we come back to the truth, we're getting all this information about who we are and you know who we are to the Most High as a people, and we're His chosen people. But there's so many things that we've lost, and due to the curses, the Most High took away our remembrances. We was served in captivity, and so now He's waking us up, and He's giving back all the information, who we are and where we come from, and everything. And more importantly, we learning how to serve Him and how to come back as a nation. But with that, we have to learn how to speak in our mother tongue, the tongue of the Most High Power, the tongue that Shia spoke, the tongue that the angels are speaking as well. So I'm so excited about this, and I'm happy to do it, and I'm happy because I want to learn myself. And I've been learning or trying to learn for a couple of years now, but it's hard to speak if you don't have anyone to speak to. So that's what's giving me the motivation to kind of like help other people. I think it's imperative that we learn this language. This is our language, and we should know how to speak so that we can communicate to the Most High Power, a higher, with His language, in His tongue. So I hope you guys are as enthused about this as I am. So I want to say, Kal Hawad Wa Halala La Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya Wa Kwadash Walk, which is in Hebrew, all glory and praise to Ahaya in the name of His Son Yeshaya and the Holy Spirit. So these are the kind of things that we're going to be learning. So the first thing I like to start off with is just basically the alphabet, and I'll kind of keep the same things going, every week, because it's the repetition of it that's what's going to make you remember. So get your pens and paper, and we're going to go through the alphabet and then follow up with the Lord's Prayer. And because we all should learn the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew by heart, we should know this prayer. So, I hope you join with me. I hope, this is as important as it is to me. I hope it's important to you as well. So get your pens and papers and let's go. Okay, so also I'm going to be doing some basic sentences. I gave some words in the first two videos, gave some words that, everyone should remember. And now I'm going to, put those words into sentences so that, and you can get used to seeing these kind of sentences. Now I have to apologize because it seems like I schedule a time and then the time goes off to another time. Nothing has seemed to really be working like with my computer. So the classes will be held every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just to put that out there, because I'll schedule it for Sunday at 1 p.m. and it'll be, I believe it's due to hacking, but all of a sudden the date is changed to Saturday. I refix it to Sunday again, and then the time is changed. So it's just that, people are just kind of interfering. But I'm going to be consistent with this because I really want to learn the language, and I want to encourage other brothers and sisters to really be diligent in learning our holy tongue, the Quadash Lashawan, or the Lashawan Quadash, because Hebrew is actually read from right to left. And I want to explain also that because it's a new language, it's a kind of a difficult language. So I'm not starting people off reading from right to left, because it's hard enough to learn the rules, the words, and everything at one time. So, we're going to keep it, reading from left to right for now until we get really used to it. And then it'll be easy for you to make the transition of reading from right to left. Okay? So, praise AHAYAH. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to start with the alphabet. So I'm going to put my screen share on, and let's see what we got here. It's not showing anything. Let's see. Okay, let me try it again. Hold on. Now I really want to do the videos, and for you guys to sing along and hear everything, but something is going on with the volume that is really low, so it's not picking up. So let me cancel that and do this again and see what we come up with. Oh, where is it? No. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can get this going. And we can do the videos. Now, I'm hoping that you can hear this, but you let me know if... Let's see. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, ka, ka, ta, la, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha, sha, tha. Okay, hold on. I want to try that again. I made a mistake as well, so hold on. Let me see now. Hold on. Come on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me just put that. Here we go. So, okay. So we're going to try that again. Now, I'm not quite sure if you can hear this. So let me just go back for a second and see what I can do. Okay. Let me see if I can get this a little louder. And if I can get you, yay. Let's see if I can hear this. So this, we're going to do the alphabet. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you can. I want to see what this. I have to test this, guys. So I have to see if you can hear this. Hold on. So we're going to go through the alphabet, and the screen is dark, so it's not showing the alphabet. But let me see if you can hear it at least. Okay. And you can't see it on the screen right now, but here we go. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, sa, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha, sha, tha. Okay, so that, I don't know if you can hear that, but I was just kind of testing it out. I'm sorry, I got to test it this way while we're live, but it's really hard to work out the kinks. So what I'm going to try to do now is just put the alphabet on the screen, and let's see what happens here with this. If I can put the alphabet on the screen, it's not working. Hmm. It's showing everything but what I wanted to show. Hold on. Let's see if this will work. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second, please. Got a little technical difficulties going on right now. Okay. Sorry about that, guys, and thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Okay, now let me see if I can get this to work now. Sorry, shit, my Skype screen. Now let me see one more time. Let me see if I can get this to work. Okay, that's what I need. Here. Okay, so here we go. Now I wish that if you can hear this, we can sing it, because with melody it helps you remember. So, and this is my little alphabet song. So if you can sing along with me, that'd be great. Okay, uh, get ready, get set. Here we go. And ba ga da ha wa za ka ta ya kala manasa I pa tazakwara shatha shatha. Very good, very good. Now we're gonna do that really one more time. We're gonna do it quickly. Okay. And we're gonna do it again. Here we go. Get ready, and I'm gonna use my pointer to point out the alphabet for you. 1, 2. Here we go. And ba ga da ha wa za ka ta ya kala manasa I pa tazakwara shatha shatha. Okay. Now, you see, let me just go over it slowly with you so that you can know the sounds for the new people. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, ka, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha. Okay, one more time, and I'm gonna sing it more this time. And here we go. And a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha, sha, tha. Okay, very good. So, okay, so now that we got that out of the way, we have to be consistent with singing the alphabet, because if you know the alphabet, then you learn the pronunciation of the words. So it's important that we, it's kind of repetitious, and but don't get bored with it. Just kind of always just go over the alphabet in your head, try to remember the melody, and that you can sing it. And because it takes time, guys. It's not something that's going to come right away, unless you're you're good with languages. Some people are just really good with languages, but some people, they really have to work at it. Okay, so now, okay, so we're done with the alphabet. Now we're going to go into the Lord's Prayer, because I think that's the most important thing we should learn how to do in the Hebrew. Okay, so give me 1 second and let me see if I can find it here. And of course it's not there. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, let's see. Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna click on that. Okay, and now it should be showing. Cancel. Let's see if we can get the Lord's Prayer. Where is it? Excuse me. We're going to go into the learning the Lord's Prayer in ancient Hebrew. And this is very important for us. That's something that we should try to grasp right away. Let's see if it's up here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So then you can pray directly to the Father in his language that he understands. No longer do we have to like read the Bible and, pray in English. We have our own language. So, okay, so this is the Ha-Adawan Palau, and that's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Starting is normally Hebrew goes from right to left, but because we're just doing beginning and we're doing the basics, we're going to learn it from left to right, so it's not too confusing. And you can see the English is underneath, so you'll know exactly what you're saying. Okay, let's start. It is Abanawa Shaba Sham Mayam Kwadash Haya Shamka Ahaya Malakwathka Thaba'a Ratazawanka Haya Aisha Ba'arataza Kawahaya Bashamayam Nathen Lanawa Lakam Kalyawam Wa Salak Nawa Ka Wabwath Nawa Ka Salak Nawa Ka Wabwath Yanawa Wala'a Thabaya Anawa Ben Asayawam Abal Hawashi Nawa Mayan Rai Kaya Laka Ha Malakwath Wa Ha'ala Wa Hapath Harath La I Walam Yam Aman. So that's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Now, what I would do if I were you is I would take the time to write these words down. What you can do is freeze the video and just take your time to write all the words down. Because and that paper, every time you get on your knees to pray, I would have the paper in front of me. And this is how I learned it. And I would just, every time I pray, I try to read it every time I prayed it got to the point where I learned it, by heart. And it didn't take me long at all because I made sure I did it every time I prayed. And I got on my knees to pray morning, noon, and night. And also I was praying over my food, saying the Lord's Prayer as well, instead of just, now I learned the Lord's Prayer I say a prayer in Hebrew for food, and we'll get into that eventually. But I was just saying the Lord's Prayer every time I prayed. So, if you do something 4 or 5 times a day, eventually you're going to get it. It's going to be like repetition. So I'm going to do it one more time for, I want to do it one more time. So let's try it again. Here we go. Abanawa Sha Bashamayam Kwadash Haya Shamka Ahaya Malakwathka Thaba'a Rataza Wanka Haya Aisha Ba'arataza Kawa Haya Bashamayam Nathen Lanawa Lakam Kalyawam Wa Salak Nawa Ka Wawath Nawa Ka Salak Nawa Ka Wabwath Yanawa Wala'a Thabaya Anawa Ben Asayawam Abal Hawashinawa Mayan Rai Kaya Laka ha malakwath, wa ha Allah, wa hatha paras, la iwalam yam aman. And that's the Lord's prayer in Hebrew. Now I hope you guys were singing, like I'm saying it out loud with me. Don't just read the words. I want you to speak the words, okay? So that way you can get used to saying these words and hearing the words in Hebrew. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it one more time, and I want you to say it out with me. Learn to practice saying these Hebrew words and speaking it and putting the words, the prayer out to the Most High. Okay, even though you feel like you don't know it, you're speaking Hebrew to the Father right now. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Everyone's speaking out loud. Here we go. Abanawa, Shabasha Mayam, Kwadash Haya Shamka Ahaya, Malakwathka Thaba'a Rataza Wanka Haya Aisha Ba'arataza Kawa Haya Bashamayim Nathan Lanawa Lacham Kau Yawam Wa Salak Nawa Ka Wabwath Nawa Ka Salak Nawa Ka Wabwath Yanawa Wa La'a Thabaya Nawa Ben Nasa Yawam Abal Hawasha Nawa Mayan Rai Kaya Laka Ha Malakwath Wa Ha Allah Wa Ha Thaparath La Iwalam Yam Aman. Praise AHAYAH. So I hope that helped you. I hope you got a chance to write these words down and just say the Lord's Prayer every time you go to pray to the Father. And that should be no less than 3 times a day. I mean, you should go into your secret place, get your words on the floor with you on your knees, and pray to AHAYAH in his tongue. Praise AHAYAH. Okay, so that's for that. Okay, now I want to go into the reminder of the words that we already went over. We went over a list of words in 1 and in video 1 and video 2. So I just want to go over those words again, and we're going into some sentences. Okay, so give me 1 second, please, and let me get these words for you so that you can get used to the words that we already went into. Okay, let's see where I am. Okay, I want to go over the greetings. Let's go over the greetings again. The basic greetings, and for those of you who are new, you can write these words down. Okay, we're going to do a screen share. Get your pen and pencil, and so that you can write these basic greetings down for those of you who don't know it, and we're going to go through it together. Okay, so most everyone know peace is shalom, or in the Yiddish, I just put that down, but I wanted to make this clear that I don't like to deal with the Yiddish at all, because just like with everything else with the synagogue of Satan, we are not to learn the ways of the heathen. This is what the command of the Most High told us to do in Jeremiah. He told us, learn not the way of the heathen. So I'm not trying to learn anything that the heathen do. And I know a lot of people deal with the Yiddish Hebrew that most of the Jewish people deal with. But the Most High told us not to learn the way of the heathen. So we should not take on anything including calling on those names, Yah, Yahweh, Yahweh, and all those things. We need to put that stuff down. And we also have to put down their Yiddish Hebrew. The Most High gave us the ancient Hebrew, and that's the language of our forefathers. So peace in the ancient is actually shalom. I don't have that on there, shalom. But I just put shalom because it takes away the O from the Yiddish, because we know that there's the O in the ancient Hebrew. So I just shorten it and put shalom. And a lot of people use shalom, but we know that it should be shalom. Okay? Okay, good morning. To say good morning in Hebrew is tawab bawakwa. Tawab bawakwa. Good morning. Tawab bawakwa. Okay? Good night. Tawab layala. Tawab yalaya in Hebrew is good night. Tawab layala. Thank you, which most everyone is using. Thank you is thawada. 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 Thank you. You're welcome is ayandaba. You're welcome. Ayandaba. Please. Please in Hebrew, ancient Hebrew is baba kwasha. Baba kwasha. Baba kwasha, please. Forgive me. Salakya. 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 Forgive me. Now I want to point out that ya on the end is me or my. Okay, so when you add the y on the end of a word, it becomes my. So forgive me or my. Okay, so forgive me. Just to point that out. Okay, what's good? Ma tawab. Ma tawab. What's good? Ma is what and tawab is good. Ma tawab. What time is it? What time is it is ma payam wa. Ma payam wa. Ma payam wa. Now, the wa is it, and everybody usually know wa as and, but a lot of the Hebrew words have several different meanings, so you have to understand that. And once, as you start to, go into the Hebrew more, you'll get used to that these words, what these are. So mapayam wa, and there's really not a word for is. I believe there is a word for is. I think it's yash, but sometimes it's just not used, because the ancient Hebrew is different from the English, language, and so some words are kind of just not used. So, as we learn the Hebrew, we'll start to add, things to make it, more conducive to what we're used to. But, they wasn't speaking like that in the ancient Hebrew. So, my payam wa is what time is it? How are you? How are you? Ayak aitha atha. Ayak aitha atha. Ayak aitha atha is how are you? Ayak aitha atha. How are you? In Rise Israel, a lot of people, say Kwam Yasha'Allah. So you may have heard that. Kwam Yasharallah is Rise Israel. Kwam Yasharallah. And also what I love is all glory and praise to AHAYAH, Bahashim Yeshaya. That is Kal Hawad Wa Halallah La AHAYAH up here. Bahashim Yeshaya. And that's all glory and praise to AHAYAH in the name of Yeshaya, Christ. Kal Hawad Wa Halallah La AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya. All glory and praise to AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya. Okay, so I just want to go over those basic greetings so that you can get used to speaking it and saying it. Okay, guys? So as I'm saying things, I want you to repeat, because it's not so much that you'll sit or listen someone else do it. You need to speak it. Put it out there into existence so that when you hear it, you'll be able to respond some way. Okay, so these are the greetings. So I made some pictures with the greetings, just so you know it's easier when you see pictures and stuff like that. We are visual people, so we learn kind of by seeing and watching and hearing. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next picture that I have. So hold on. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go now. Give me 1 second, please. And I'm gonna go into some more greetings and some words, some sentences. I gave you a list of sentences last week, and so you just review the video that I did from last week, and you can kind of catch up to what I'm doing, because I don't want to go too fast, because I know it's a lot, taking in all this new stuff. So I'm really just kind of like taking it slow, but it is important that you kind of go back and forth, go back into the other videos, so that you can kind of see, because else I'll be doing the same thing over and over and over every week. So I kind of got to like move forward, because these things are videotaped, and it's going to be up. So let me see. I have gave you a list of words that you can, and let's review some of the words. I'll review some of the words right now, so that, and some of the letters again, just to give you a basic, to kind of like into your mind, because then I'm going to go into the sentences. And a sentence, they kind of hard, but we kind of got to like move forward in it. Okay, so this is the first word. Let me make sure that you can see this. Ah is the first. Oh, let me see. Oh, I didn't do it. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm moving really slow this week. I'm sorry. I try to have everything that I need up. Let's see if I got everything now. No. Let's see. It's not showing everything. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Hold on. What? Okay, so Ah is the first letter of the alphabet, as we know, as I reviewed last week. And I'm just going to kind of move forward in this. I'm not going to stay too long of it. I'm just going to go through some words quickly, so that I can go into some of the sentences I prepared. Now, I also gave homework for people to write some sentences, some easy sentences based off the sentences that I've already given. Okay, so this is the first letter of the alphabet, Ah. Okay, and the first word that we're going to go for Ah is AHAYAH. AHAYAH, which means lion. AHAYAH. Now, if you have a pen and paper, you should be writing this down. Last week. AHAYAH, lion. AHRAYA. AHAYAH, lion. Next word, Azan. Azan, which means ear. Azan. AHZAN. Azan. Ear. Azan. Okay, next word. Ayash, which means man. Ayash. Man. Ayash. AHYASH. Ayash. Man. Okay, I'm going to skip to the next letter. Ba. Ba is the next letter of the alphabet, second letter, Ba. And that's the symbol for Ba. So, and try to write these symbols down as well, because we're going to start eventually going into using the symbols. So, so it's a ways off, so it's not going to be too much a rush. But the word for Ba is Bayath. Bayath, which is house. Bayath, house. I'm going to move quickly because I kind of did this already in the last video. The second word is Barazal Sawas. Barazal Sawas. And that's a long word. And that means train. And one of the things you'll realize with the ancient Hebrew, like some of the easiest words in English are the longest words in Hebrew. So, and that's kind of, it was kind of hard to adjust to that because, when putting things together, some of the words are so far apart. So, barazalwas. No, barazal sawas. Sorry. Barazal sawas. Train. Okay. The next word is bagad. Bagad, which is clothes or garment. Bagad, bagad, clothes. Okay, we're going to go to the next letter, which is ga. Ga, and that's the symbol for ga. Okay, it's a very easy symbol. Ga. Next word, gamal, which is camel. Gamal. Gamal, camel. And doing this kind of repetition will make these things stick in your mind. So don't get bored with it, because if you was here last week or you saw the video and it's kind of doing the same thing, it's good repetition, so these things start to stick. Okay, the next word is gabayana. Gabayana. I corrected this one because I had it spelled wrong. Gabayana, cheese. Gabayana, cheese. Gabayana. Okay, and the next letter is da. Da. And that's a triangle, and that's the symbol for da. And the word for da is dabathaba. Dabathaba, which is phone. Dabathaba. Dabathaba, phone. Let's move on. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole alphabet this time. I'm just going to do a few more, and then we're going to go into the sentences. Okay? The next word is dag. Dag. Fish. Dag. Dag. Fish. Okay? Next word, dalath. Dalath. Door. Dalath. Door. If there's some new words, don't forget to write them down. Dalath. Door. Did anybody do any sentences for homework? I see my people are here in the class. Did any of you guys try to do some sentences from the words? Okay, the next letter is ha. Ha, and that's the symbol for ha. It's like a backwards F with a double line or something. Ha. Ha, and the word for ha is halak. Halak. Walk. Halak. Walk. Okay, I'll do maybe two more letters. The next letter is wa. Wa, and that's the symbol for wa, like a U. Wa, or like a Y, I'm sorry. Wa. And the word for wa is wawa. Wawa, which is hook. Wawa. And the last word we're going to cover for this week is, or letter, is za. Za. And the symbol for za is Z. Za. Za. And the word for za is zayath. Zayath, which is olive. And you'll find, even in America, we don't deal with olives too much, but in the Middle East, they use olives a lot. So you will want to know this word if you're planning on coming out to the wilderness. Zayath. Olive. Zayath. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, and hopefully next week I'll remember to pick up from Z on, and we'll go work our way down some more, just for going for remembrance. But okay, we did up to Z, and I'm going to switch over and go into some sentences. Now, I want you to write these sentences down, and start to say them to yourself. As I'm speaking these sentences, I want you to also speak it out loud to yourself as well, and get in the habit of hearing the Hebrew spoken, and also you speaking it with your own mouth. Okay, because that's how you're going to get used to it. Okay, so let me see. The first sentences that I'm going to do are just some of the greetings. And I'm just going to show you, back and forth so you can get an idea of the greetings. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Give me 1 second. Okay. And so basic conversations. And so now you can start greeting people. You can try to get one of your friends, somebody interested to help you learn this language, because it's really hard to learn it when you don't have anybody to, practice with. So you got to kind of nominate somebody. You got to like get somebody to do it with you. Okay. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, good. So this is just a basic conversation, basic greeting. The first boy is saying, "Hi, brother. What's your name?" And that is Shalom Ak, Ma Shamka, Ma Shamka. So the Ma is what, and Sham is name, and Ka on the end, the Ka is your. And that's how you would write it in the Hebrew. Um, Basically, we're doing left to right now, which I explained. But it's Shalom Ak, Ma Shamka. So what's your name? And that your is the Ka on the end. Sham is name, Ma is what. Okay? And his reply is, "Hi, brother. My name is David." And it sounds like this: Shalom Ak, Shamya Dawada. So Shamya Dawada. He's saying, "Peace, brother," or "Hi, brother." Shamya, name. And he's saying, that Y-A is my. Like I told you before, it doesn't need the H there. That's an error. So the Y-A is my, and the name is Sham. So my name, Dawada. And like I explained before, we don't in the Hebrew it doesn't really use is, like how we would say it in English, like my name is. So we don't have to interject certain words to make the Hebrew correct, like we do with English. So just keep that in mind when you as you're learning, that it's not going to be exact for every word. Sometimes we're learning to try to find every word for every English word, so to make it easier, but just kind of understand that. Okay, so I'll go over that again. Shalom Ak, Ma Shamka, and that is peace, or hi Ak, what's your name? Ma Shamka, what's your name? And the answer is Shalom Ak, Shamya Dawada. My name is Dawada. Basically, that's what he's saying, and that's the conversation. Okay, so you can repeat that for yourself. You can speak it out. Shalom Ak, and this is more familiar. Everybody's saying Shalom, and they know brother and sister. Sham's your name. Mashamka, what's your name? Shamya Dawada. My name is Dawada. Okay? Okay, let's go to the next slide. Let's see where I am from there. If I have, no. Okay, here's another one. He's saying, "Sister, where are you from?" And it's Akwath, sister. Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. Akwath. Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. Sister, where are you from? Where are you from? Akwath. Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. And her answer is, "I am from Israel." Anya, I or I am. Anya is I or I am. And you can use the word just AH for I as well. It's either I or I am, okay, for Anya. And Mayan, from Yasharallah, Israel. Anya Mayan Yasharala. And you can practice that yourself. Anya, I or I am, Mayan, from Yasharala. Okay? So again, let's go through that again. Akwath, Ayak, Aitha, Atha, Mayan. Akwath, Ayak, Aitha, Atha, Mayan. And I want to quickly point out with the Atha, I was always getting confused with this because we do everything with eh. You know, the I sound has the ah sound. So but in Hebrew, it's only one sound, I. So make sure you always pronounce that Itha, and then Atha. And that could really have the H in the beginning because you know the A sound is AH. Okay, just to point that out, guys, so you won't get confused. There's a lot of different ways that people write their words. You said that don't look Hebrew. Yeah, I know. We're gonna be surprised when we get in the wilderness, I guess. Okay, Ayak Aitha Atha. Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. Where are you from? Anya Mayan Yasharala. So get in the habit of kind of like going back and forth with that, okay, and just talking, and it'll become easier if you start practicing. Akwath, Ayak Aitha Atha Mayan. Akwath, Aya Atha Atha Mayan. Yes, and then Anya Mayan Yasharala. Okay, so the next slide, let's see what we got. I did a few. Wait, I don't want to go there. Hold on. I have one more greeting before we go to any sentences. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that was it. I went too far. Eek. Hold on. There. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, so now this sentence, he's saying, how are you, brother? And that is Ayak Aitha Atha Ak. How are you, brother? Ayak Aitha Atha Ak. Ayak Aitha Atha Ak. And, speaking in another language is such a tongue twister because it's so different from what you are used to. So that's why it's good to practice out so that you can get used to saying certain words. Yeah? Okay. Ayak Aitha Atha Ak. Ayak Aitha Atha Ak. And the answer is, I am fine. And you? So he's saying, Anya Basada wa Atha. Anya Basada wa Atha. I am fine. And you? Anya is I or I am. Basada is fine or okay. Basada is fine or okay. Wa is and. Wa is and you, Atha. Anya Basada wa Atha. Okay, so somebody come up to you and go, Ayak Aitha Atha Akwath. You would just say, your answer is Anya Basada wa Atha. And then their reply back to you would be Anya Basada Gam. Anya Basada Gam. Thawada. So that means I am, Anya, I am, Basada, fine, Gam, too. I am fine too, thank you. Okay, so conversation would go like this. Ayak Atha Atha Akwath. Anya Basada wa Atha. Anya Basada Gam, Thawada. Okay, so that's our Hebrew greeting to one another, and you should practice that so that you can get in the habit of hearing it and also speaking it. When you speak it out loud, you'll take it in, and it's good that you can kind of, somebody say something to you in Hebrew and won't be like, because if you start to speak it, even to yourself, you'll start to retain some of the words. Okay, so let's go now to some sentences, guys. Give me a second. Let me find the sentences that I want. So that we're basically I'm trying to stick to some words that we've already had. Let me see how far I go back. So I gotta kind of skip around because they're not in order. But since Iraya is the first word for the letter I, okay, Iraya, Ira, Iraya, or some people say Aria. Like if when you hear people talking, a brother's name is Aria. Why do you know? How do you know where to put the question marks? Because the normally when we really learn the Hebrew, it's written from right to left. It will go this way. It will be in reverse. I'm only doing it this way because it's easier to learn English from left to right. We go this way. But in normal Hebrew, we go this way. So the question mark will be at the end, which would be here. So I just kind of wanted y'all to see that and get used to seeing it. So the question mark actually goes on the end, even though we're doing it in the reverse. So because it's a lot of information that we're trying to take in at one time. So to be writing it backwards in the beginning, you really will be confused. So I kept it from left to right, but basically, I want you to understand, process it in your mind that we are eventually going to be reading it from right all the way to the left. Okay, so Aria, which is lion. Aria, lion. I see a lion. I see a lion. In Hebrew is Anya Ra'ah Araya. I see a lion. Anya Ra'ah Arya. Yeah, Anya is I. Remember, Anya is I or I am, but in this case, it's just I. Or you can just use A-H, and take out the N-A, and that also will stand for I. Okay, but I just want to keep it simple, and so that you remember when you see Anya, it means I. Anya Ra'ah. Ra'ah is see. Ra'ah, and there's really no A, but there is one, but I just didn't add it in. But there is, in Hebrew, they, the small letters like is and I, they don't really wasn't using it back then. Okay, so Ra'ah, see, and Araya, lion. So it's Anya Ra'ah Araya. Anya Ra'ah Araya. I see a lion. And now you can use this for many things once you start learning other words, and that's why I want you to write down these small sentences like this, because then you can put other things in its place. Like once you learn the word for cat, or I see, whatever, I see a bus, I see a train. Sawas. Remember what train was? So then you can, substitute. But if you can remember Anya Ra'ah, and you say I see, and then you can add on other words. So that's why it's important to write down the sentences so that you can get used to it, and then you can create your own. Okay, let's go to the next sentence. Let's see what I got. Okay, so here it is. We did this word, barazal sawas. Barazal sawas. And you got to repeat that one a couple of times. It's a tongue twister. Barazal sawas. Because it's like a 3-4 syllable word. So we're not even used to having that many syllables in the English language. It's just usually 1 or 2, maybe 3. This one got like 4. Barazal sawas. Okay? Barazal sawas. So the sentence for barazal sawas, which is train, is Anya Rataza La Rakab Ha Barazal sawas. And again, it's Anya Rataza La Rakab Ha Barazal sawas. And that is I want to ride the train. I want to ride the train is Anya Rataza La Rakab Ha Barazal sawas. Okay? Anya Rataza La Rakab Ha Barazal sawas. And I know that seems like a lot. But once you get used to it, it'll become a little more easier. But you got to practice, guys. Now I want you to look at the first part of the sentence, anya rataza la, because you can use that for a lot of things. I want to. I want to. You can say, I want to eat. When you find the word for eat, I want I want juice. Take out the la. So I really want you to write your own sentences. But it's good to do basic words like starting from a, ba, ga, da, and so that you can get used to and take your time with it. But I just wanted to start you off with some sentences so that you can start speaking in the Hebrew. Instead of saying, oh, I want some juice, you say it in Hebrew. Anya rataza isayas. That's the word for juice. I won't confuse you, but I just so you can get the gist of what I'm saying, and that way you'll start to remember anya rataza, I want. And if you can start, making sentences out of anya rataza, it'll become easy to you to connect sentences. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Did y'all practice that? I hope so. Anya rataza la rakab ha barazal sawas. I want to ride the train. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's see what I got here. It's not in order how I planned to, so I have to find it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let's see. I have all these up front. I don't know why. Give me 1 second. It's loading. Are you guys practicing while you waiting? Anya rataza la rakab ha barazal sawas. Oh, this thing is taking a long time to load. Okay, hold on. How do you know where to put you asked me that before. So do you understand now where to put the question marks? It's only because you don't have to you shouldn't really worry about the question marks right now because there's so much stuff else you got to learn. Let's see why this thing is taking so long to load. Hold on. Okay, let me close it out and go back because I got a few sentences. So I hope you guys are writing these sentences down. And when you write stuff, like you had here, short, yeah, sure is a tongue twister. Yes, that barazal sawas is a killer. But if you start doing it a lot, it won't be a problem. Hold on, let me see.
Anya rataza la rakab ha barazal sawas.
Yes. Yeah, and keep doing it. Do it again.
Anya rataza la rakab ha barazal sawas.
Barazal sawas.
Barazal sawas.
Barazal sawas.
Oh, you can hear me. That's good.
Huh? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Lovely.
That's why I really wanted to utilize this because I can hear you guys talk. The only thing I don't like about it is that when the screen moves every time somebody talks, but that's okay. But it's good that we can go back and forth because we can practice actually. Yeah. You have somebody to practice the Hebrew with.
Yes.
So, and that's what we'll do next week. Matter of fact, we'll go back and forth. You wrote down the greetings, yes?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, good. So the next week we'll go back and forth, so I'll say shalom, akwath, ayak, atha. You can respond back and we'll just talk. And that way you can get really used to it when you have someone to talk to, So just like look over that stuff. But let me see where I am right now. I get confused. Hold on a second. Let's see. It's not really moving. This screen is not moving like I want it to. It's kind of slow. So yeah, we went over that one. I had one more I wanted to go.
It's playing up, is it?
Hmm.
You say it's playing up, is it?
It's say it again. I can't hear you. Playing what?
The screen is
Oh,
playing up. It's not
yeah.
loading.
He's acting up. Now, why you gotta act up? Yeah, I want to do that one. Hold on. For house. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this one is bayath, which is a word we covered. Yes. Bayath, house. Bayath, house. And yakal, atha, ra'ah, awathya, bayath. I'll read it again.
Kushana.
Yakal, atha, ra'ah, awathya, bayath. And it's, can you see my house? Can you see my house? Yakal is can. Atha is you.
Right.
Ra'ah is see. Awathya is my.
Um,
And bayath. Now, there's another way that you could have done it, but let me just go over this again so you can see it. Yakal, can. Atha, you. Ra'ah, see. Awathya, my. Bayath, house.
so now it's
A
different when you say
cow,
my, isn't it? Because I thought my is a ya, Y-A. Is it not?
right? That's what I was gonna say. Now you could find the noun and put the ya behind it. So you could have said ba yath ya instead of putting wath ya. You could just
Um,
put the ya here and just said a cow atha ra ba yath ya, and it would mean my house. But it's good for you to learn the words my. You
yeah.
know what I'm
So
saying?
when it says awathia, is that in a feminine um reference or?
Well, feminine and masculine. It doesn't really signify like
Okay.
yum. When you put yum behind a word, mean it for plural, it
Mm,
makes it masculine.
masculine, yeah.
And there's no, there's a lot of rules. Yeah, there's a lot of rules with the Hebrew. So that's why I want to keep it basic. Because
Yeah.
once you start, there's a rule for how many people you're talking to at one time. It changes, and for male and female. So the
Okay.
language could be very complicated.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you're going into past tense, present tense, and future tense. So, but we just got to try to keep it basic for now and just learn the basic stuff. But there's a lot of rules concerning how many people you're talking to and male or female, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
then there's certain words that you say differently if it's a male and you say differently if female. That's like the Arabic language. You have, and I have an example on one of these things, but it gets so confusing that you don't even want to go there. Like you don't want to ask those questions right now because
Mm.
it'll confuse you. So you
Yeah.
just keep it basic. Learn some words, put them into sentences, and try to like figure it out. Because once we get further down the line, you got to learn the rules of when to
Mm.
use this and when not to use this, and da da da. And then it depends on how many people you're talking to, and kind of it changes everything. And then we're gonna want to learn the symbols. How to write the symbols. So it's really a lot. But if we
Mm.
can just kind of like learn the basics, get the hang of saying some basic sentences to one another, talking back and forth, and over time, then it gets to you go into the certain rules of past tense, future tense, male, female, how many, like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So for now, we're just gonna keep it just so you can learn the word for my. There is a word, iwathia, opposed to just putting, ya behind, the noun or whatever. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, yakal atha ra'a awathia bayath.
Yeah.
A cow
Ra.
atha ra'a
What's the
awathia bayath. Can you see my house? Again, a cow atha ra'a awathia bayath. Bayath, house. Yakal atha ra'a awathya bayath. Did you write that sentence down?
Mhm.
Okay. So you can ask someone, Yakal atha ra'a awathya bayath. And if someone showed you their house, because I didn't go into that one, what's the answer? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Can K-A-N is yes. Can. You wrote it down.
Yeah.
Can, you know. So if somebody showed you their house and they say Yakal atha ra'a awafia bayath, you would say
La'a.
I said if they showed you the house. She said la. Okay. Okay. So that I guess that's enough for today, right? Those sentences are there. Is it hard enough? Or
No,
you
it's
want to do
good.
one? You want to do one more?
Yes, please.
I did a few. I did a few, but I'll give you one more. And then no, because next week you're gonna have some homework. Your homework is first of all, because there's no way for you to have handed in your homework to me. But I
Mm,
was telling you to write each word that I gave you from A to Z, and that was like 20 something words,
mm,
3 times each. So those words, so that you can kind of get used to seeing those words, because those words are the words that I'm using
yeah.
sentences with.
Mhm.
Okay. So here's another word that we went over, and it's something that you would use normally when you say by dabathaba phone dabathaba,
Mhm.
and you can start to substitute the Hebrew for the English right now. Instead of saying my phone, you'll just say dabathaba dabathabaya. Okay, but
Repeat that.
this
Repeat that
sentence
back.
is yeah. Oh, we did this sentence last week.
Yeah. Yakal
Oh
ata kara the bataba. The
yeah.
bataba. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Do it again. Practice. Do it again.
Yakal ata. I
Hmm.
think kara is kara. Is it
Yeah.
kara? Kara.
Quara. Yeah.
The
It's like Q.
bataba.
It's
Yeah.
the yeah the batabaya. The Q. The QA gives you QU sound. Qua. Even though you don't have the U there for the English singing. So yeah, that's awesome. Do it again.
Kal ata.
Hmm.
Yakal ata kara the bataba.
Yes. The batabaya.
The
And it's
bataba.
can you call my phone?
Yes.
Can you phone my phone? Yeah, can. Okay? Yakal athakwara data
Uh-uh.
dabatabaya.
Mm-hmm.
Dabatabaya. And see, some of these words are so hard for phone, right? That's a long word. Dabatabaya. Yakal athakwara data
Yes.
dabatabaya. Okay?
Yes.
Can you call my phone? Okay, and I'm just going to review these couple of sentences for next week, and then we're going to practice going back and forth with the answer and call for the conversations. Okay? Oh, hello? I don't hear you. Did you mute your mic? Okay. Well, anyway, so that's it. We're gonna praise the Most High, and thank you, sister, for joining me. And I know I was getting a few Skypes. People can't get in, and I don't know why. I have to kind of work out the kinks, guys. I'm still trying to work it out. Oh, okay. Hi, sweetie. Tell them don't cry. But yeah, we're gonna work out the kinks. I'm trying to work out the kinks, guys. So of why you guys couldn't come on today using the link. A few people have sent me Skypes and said they can't get in. They can't get in. But we're gonna praise the Most High anyway, and we're gonna lowly tongue. And even if
Mm.
it's just step by step, it's gonna take us some time because we're so used to doing English and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
if we just keep plugging at this, we'll be able to conversate basic stuff
Mm,
and speak to one another.
yeah.
Okay. So bless you. So is it helpful to you? Is there anything that you want to suggest that you would like to see me do that can be more
No,
helpful in you
it's really
grasping it?
helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I like the way, you're going you're going through it, but bit by bit. Because,
Yeah.
like, now I understand with the pronunciation, like having to speak is totally different from just like
Yeah.
using the words.
Yes. Yeah. And it's good practice to speak it out. It's
Yeah.
good to do it this way. And
Mhm.
we'll be speaking it fluently in no time if we just be a little consistent with this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Well, bless you, sister, and praise the Most High. I thank you for, joining me.
Indeed. Thank you, sis.
Okay.
Tawada. Oh gosh,
Okay.
little man is
Ayandaba and Kal Hawa Wahalala La Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya
Yeah.
Wakwadash Wak. It's all glory and praise to Ahaya Bahashim Yeshaya and the Holy Spirit, and that's the ancient Hebrew. So bless you all. I pray that it's helping you a little bit, and that you can start, visually learning some words, visually seeing the words, learning to speak the words, and eventually you'll get used to it. And then that's way, if someone says something to you, you'll understand what they're saying. If repetition is what we need. Okay, so bless you all, Barakatha, and I see you soon. Shalom.